Thank you. And from now, I will execute the programming part and the practical things. So today's topic is zip file cracker. So we are gonna do it with two methodologies. One is brute forcing, another one is dictionary file cracking. Okay. So before that, many of the guys are not aware about what is a zip. So I will discuss about zip. So zip is a file compression, which do few things like decreasing the size of the file, and it combines multiple files into a single file, which will be convenient to share, to download, okay, and other purposes. So that's why we use zip. So here is an example that if you want to share multiple files like images or whatever to your friend, so what you will do, if you will do it one by one, it will be not that much convenient. If you will use the zip file, okay, you will convert these multiple files into a zip file, then it will be more convenient for you. That's why we use always zip for this type of things. So we are gonna make a zip file cracker which will crack the protected zip. Okay, so before that thing, we'll understand few more things on the next slide. So there is a quiz before that, that which of the following option is a file compression format used for reducing the file size and combining multiple files into a single archive. So this question is from the previous slide, so it is not difficult to answer these questions. Okay, so listen well, then you will be able to answer it correctly. And many of the guys are doing well. Okay. Let's move to the next slide. Okay. How to zip files with password. Okay, so this is the flow of the process that how we'll make a zip file password protected. Okay, so this is a raw file where while we compress it, we provide a password that this is the password by which we will unzip it. Okay, so after that it will be compressed, and after that you can share it anywhere. And while decompressing it or unzipping it, we have to provide that password, okay, to get the raw file. So this is the thing. And after that, this is a zip command that I have executed on my terminal. Okay, so one thing is that I'm not going to use any graphical based tools like WinRAR or anything else. I will use the commands from the macOS, and it is also similar in Linux. So if you're using a Linux machine, then you're going to use the same command. There will be no problem. And in this page, you can see in this slide, you can see that there are the flags. Okay, so these are the flags which are available in this zip tool. So by using it from the terminal, you can provide these flags to do multiple things or different purposes. Okay, so we'll see few of them for our purpose, that we want to create a zip file which is password protected. That's why we'll use this tool. Okay. So in this slide, this is the way that you can create a protected file. So I will do it practically. No need to worry about it, that we'll just see the slide for now. So read few things, so it will be easy to understand when I'll do it practically. So there is a command cd. Okay, so what is a cd command? Cd stands for change directory. Okay, so if you are using terminal and you want to move from directory to the another directory or different location, then you have to use a command which is cd change directory. Okay, so what does this change directory do? Like I am giving you a scenario that you are in your home directory and you want to move to the downloads directory. So you have to use cd directory to move to the different directory. Okay, so one more thing, that this is the command which we'll use, and this is the flag -e and r. So r4 is recursively. Okay, we are using recursively because in a directory there can be multiple files, more than one file. If there are 20 txt files and we want to compress it into a password protected zip file, then we have to provide r flag because we have to do it recursively for the multiple files. That's why we are using here the r flag. Okay, and here is one more flag dash e, which is mainly for the password protecting thing. Okay, if you want to encrypt a zip file, then you have to use this flag hyphen e. And there is an image you can see here that is moving to desktop by using the cd command, and is making zip file in the directory desktop. Okay, so here he have used that. Here in this image it is used hyphen e and r. All right, so for let's move to the next slide. Okay, so what is the purpose of the hyphen r flag in the zip command? I have said you just a few minutes ago. So you have to answer it correctly. I am watching your comments. So comment it. Which one is the right answer? All right. Okay. So now it's time to move. Okay. Before going to the execution or the program, we'll discuss a few more things. But before that, what is a zip file brute force cracker, or a zip file cracker, or a zip file dictionary cracker? So we'll discuss these things. So it is a program, okay, which we will write in a Python language, by which we will crack a zip file. Okay, so it can be done with two methods. One is brute forcing, and another one is by using the dictionary file. So in the dictionary one, we use a list of name of the guessing passwords, by which we'll hit and trial one by one each passwords in the txt file. And in the brute forcing, we'll create some combinations of the letters or the characters, alphabetical or numerical or whatever you choose. So it will create combination of those. And you can also define that I want to create 3 digit till 4 digit till 5 digit. Okay, you can do it like that, and it will create the combinations of the characters and alphanumeric characters, and all the other special characters, okay, which you will define. Okay, so now we know that what is a zip file, and next thing, what is a zip file brute force cracker, and what is a zip file dictionary cracker. So we will make these things, but before that, I will discuss about some module. Okay, so what is a module and how do we use module? So here we are using the module. So before that, so we know a lot of thing about Python. We have seen the syntaxes and a lot of things. And we have to know one more thing about Python, that it provides a large variety of modules by which we can do a lot of things. Like in data science and machine learning AI, we can use TensorFlow, Keras, NumPy, Pandas. And for cybersecurity things, there are another modules for SSH, it's Parimako, and there are a lot of modules for different purposes. So what are modules? So modules are pre-written code. Okay, so it consists a lot of functions, inbuilt functions, which we can use for our own purposes. Okay, so let's see the example. Before that, when we'll see the offensive part, so before that we will discuss some normal modules like simple, random, and math modules. Okay, so here is a module name, import random. This is the name of the module, random. So after that, we will create an instance, random instance equal to random. So it is looking very similar like that. If you create a string and storing it into variable, so it is looking like that. Okay. And after that, what we are doing, we are using this functionality dot rand int. Okay. We have provided 1 to 100. So what is the meaning of this rand int? It will create a random integer between 1 to 100. So this is an instance, and we can use by using dot, we can use the functionalities using dot. So we have used the randint function here. And after that, when we'll execute it, okay, this time it is giving 19. If I'll execute it one more time, then this is 77, which is normal, that this is a random integer. So that's why every time it will give another output. So here is one more module, math module. So what we are doing, creating another instance, math instance for the math. So after that, there are a few variables, x equal to 4, y is equal to 9. What we are doing here is math instance dot sqrt. This sqrt is for square root. Okay. So you know this mathematical things, what is a square root, and this one is power, POW, power. Okay. So you know these mathematical things. So here is the output that for y the square root is 3, and the power, if I'll raise the power equal to 3 for 4, then it will become 64. Okay. All right. And this is the math model you have seen. So if you have little bit confusion about what is a instance, so let me clear it for you. Like I'm giving you an example that this is a mobile phone store, or this is a Samsung store. Okay, out of which you want to use something like Samsung also sell uh, display LED monitors, TVs, fridge, and a lot of things, and also smartphones. Okay, so here if you are using math instance equal to math, that means we are getting all these things. And if you will use dot square root, that means we are using one of it, one of the multiple things, multiple functionalities. Like here in the Samsung store, it is possible that they will sell only the mobile phones. Okay, so if you are using here square root, that means we are using one of the functionality. And after a few examples, you will be more clear about, will be more clear about that things, that how, why we create the instance. Without instance we can do the same thing, but still why we create an instance, you will get more clear if you will see all the examples here. Okay, so here is one more thing, that import numpy as np. This is as alias. Okay, so the name of the modules can be long, so we can also provide another name for them, that as np. So that means that for now, after writing this, the numpy can be written as np also. Okay, so here is the functionality dot array. It will convert it into an array. This is a list. Okay, so this is the functionality of that module, and this is the specific thing that we have used from this module. Here is one more example for you. Math instance equal to math, number is equal to 25, and after that, this is the same as the above one, dot square root, and after that we are getting a result. 25 is 5. Okay, here is a good example for you, that we are creating an instance. After that we are using dot rand int, and this time we are using it two times. For first one is for 1 to 10, and second one is for 1 to 100. So that's why creating an instance will be better always, because if you want to use some specific things from or a custom thing, if you want to do a custom thing in your script, then you will use instance for it. Okay, all right. And after that, yeah, this one is a better example for you, that from math import sqrt and scene. Okay, so in this thing we are not importing the whole thing, whole module. We are importing the necessary ones that we want to use on our code. First one is square root, and second one is sign. Okay, so here in the variable we are storing sqrt. So now this sqrt instance will not do all the functionalities of the math. It will do just one thing, this one. Okay, it will just do the square root, and the second one is doing the sign instance. Okay, so that's why we create a instance. All right, if you can, yeah, here is the output. All right, now we'll move to the slide. So in the slide there is one more quiz for you. What does math instance dot sqrty do in the code? Okay, so it's really easy for you to answer the question. because I have just said this thing. Okay, all right, just do a comment. Okay, zip file brute force cracker, they are the prerequisites, that what are the things required to make it. So these are the basic things. You are familiar with these things, that what is the basics of the Python programming, file handling and loops and exception handling. Okay, you will see all these things in the code. I will explain. So what are the libraries used? I have used a library named zipfile and tqdm. So now you know what is a library. That's why I have given you the example of the math, numpy and other few modules. Okay, so you know how to create an instance and use that module. Okay, and one more thing, without creating an instance we can do the same thing, but if you are doing a project and you want to make it really optimizable, then you have to do create instance. Okay, so this is the code. We'll execute this code, but before that, just read this code. So this is a dictionary cracker. That's why we are using here a dictionary.txt. Okay. So last time I've shown you the code of the password cracker, in which I used a dictionary.txt file. So here is also a dictionary.txt file in which a few words are there, or you can choose any dictionary.txt in which there are multiple attempts. Okay, there are multiple keywords to attempt the password cracking or zip file cracking. Okay, so here we are using a dictionary.txt file, and this is the name of the zip file which is in the same directory. That's why I am not providing any path, just I am writing here the name. Otherwise you have to provide the path for it. Okay, so this is the name of the zip file, and after that zip file equal to zip file dot zip file. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are creating an instance like I have said you. Okay, and what's equal to length list, open word list. It will calculate the length of the words which are present in the word list. Okay, this is the word list. And now why we are doing this? Yeah, here with open word list rb as word list, so it is reading it as a binary. That's why here is b and r for reading purpose. For word in tqdm, word list total equal to and words unit equal to word. So now you are saying that you must have a question, that why I have not written for word in word list, and I have written here tqdm, why I have used the tqdm thing here. So tqdm is a beautification module. Okay, so if you want to write a code scanner or different type of offensive scripts, so if you'll use there the tqdm, it will help you to analyze your progress bar very well. Okay, that's why I've used a tqdm module. When I will execute the code, you will see that how this tqdm enhance the uh, progress, the good looking of the program. Okay, so you can see the progress bar after using this tqdm. So similarly, so if you are using a simple for loop, you must have written here for word in word list, but here I am using tqdm, and inside the tqdm I am defining that this is a target. Okay, and total equal to n words. In the last line, as I said, we are calculating here the number of words present in the dictionary. To visualize is better. Okay, to visualize these things, in the progress bar I am defining that total number of word is this, and like unit equal to word. So unit can be anything else, but here I am choosing word because we are iterating each word here. So why we are using unit here? Because it will generate a progress bar with the speed, that this is the number of words attempt per second or per minute. Okay, that's why I have used here unit equal to word. All right, here is a try except block. So zip file dot extract all. Here is the pwd equal to password. Okay, this one is looking for password, and word dot strip. So what does this dot strip will do? You have seen these things in the previous class. It will remove the tailing and the ending characters from the word. Okay, and if the password will be wrong, it will go to the accept block. It will do continue. Okay, it will again do the next address, like that. And after that, else password found. If try will execute, then accept will not be executed, and then it will execute the else part, which is password found, and it will print the password. that this is the password by which we have decrypted the or cracked the zip file. All right. And if it will not get the password, it will say password not found, try another word list. And here is one more thing, exit. If this block will be executed, then after printing this, it will not write it for the next word, it will exit here. That's why we have used exit 0. It is a very important thing, that if our mission is completed, then we have to stop the program right now. Okay, that's why I'm using exit. So these are the explanations, so you can read it yourself, but I have did all this thing and I've edited it. Okay, that's why you can read it yourself. All right, this is the slides. Okay, so I'll move to the terminal to show you the things. So now I am in my terminal. So these are the files present here. So right now I'll use the dictionary one. Okay, zip cracker. So here is the code, zip cracker. This is the code. Okay, and I have shown you this code in the PPT. So we'll execute it. So before that, I will show you my zip file. So this is the zip file, crackit.zip. Okay, and it is the cracked one. So I will remove it. Crackit. I will remove this directory. Now you can see there is no crackit. Okay, so we will crack this crackit.zip, and there is a file name crackit inside this file. Okay, so we'll crack it using a zip cracker. So Python 3 cracker.py. Oh, you can see that this is the progress bar, this is the speed by which it is doing its work, and the password found is strawberry. All right, you have got that how to crack a zip file using a dictionary attack. Okay, so now I will show you that how you will create your dictionary. Now I will do ls command, then you can see here is a crack it. So I will show you that how to create a zip file. But before that, let's see what is inside the crack it file. I have moved to crack it by using the cd command ls cat. Okay, there is a message. Okay, that we have cracked it successfully. Sorry. Okay, now I'll move to the PPT. Then I will show you that brute forcing and also show you the process of creating the zip file. Okay. So before that, I'll show you the zip file creating process. So zip, so let me create a file cp crackit 2 crackit 3. So I am creating a file here named crackit 3 to show you that how to encrypt this file using the password. Okay, what is the problem? Is not a directory, so I have to use -r. Okay, because I am doing it recursively. Now a new directory has been made, crackit 3. All right. So zip hyphen er, and after that crackit 3 hyphen dot zip crackit 3. It is asking me for the password. I'm using the password here, a enter. Nothing to select from, invalid error. Okay, so there is no need to use this hyphen I. Okay, so we have created a zip file named crack3.zip with the password 4 times a. Okay, so now I will use the brute force to crack it. So before that I will explain you the code. Okay, all right, here is the code. So again we have imported the zip file module. After that, from tqdm import tqdm. Similarly we are using the tqdm module also. And here is one more tool, one more module, which is AICTE tools. So I will show you the functionality that I have used from the AICTE tools here. Okay, so these are the comments. Zip file equal to, yeah, this is the location of the file. And after that, zip file equal to zip file dot zip file, similarly that we have did it previously. And from here we are providing the character set. Okay, that a from a to z, which is in small letters, and a to z which is in capital letters, and after that numerical characters which are from 0 to 9. So among these characters we will create the combination of password. And here we have defined the maximum password length equal to 4. Okay, so n equal to words equal to length into character set. So what is the length of the character set will be defined here. Okay, length, by using the length function we will get the length of the character set, and this is the square. Okay, and because we are using the combination of these characters, that's why we are using the combination formula. This is the square and max password length. Okay, so what will with the max password length is defined here 4. And after that it will print that this is the total number of n words. Okay, this is the number of words. So from here, for password in length in range from 1 to max password length plus 1, because you know that how for loops work. It will if the max password is 4, then normally it will go to 1 2 3. Okay, but if you are using plus 1, it will include that thing also. Okay, that's why we are using plus 1 here, because you know that what are the range, how does the range works in for loop. Forward in tqdm, this is the thing, iter tools dot product. This is the functionality of the iter tools that we are using here. Okay, so we have to define a few things in the argument character set. Okay, so last time here it was written word list, but here the target is this function. Okay, character set repeat equal to password length. So what is the password length? So for the first time, for the first iteration it will be 1. Okay, for the second iteration the length will be 2. Like that way it will do the process. And after that total equal to length into character set. So here is the length of the character set in and the square password length. Okay, so if the character set is like I'm giving you example, alphabet 26 26 52, and the numerical values are 0 to 9, that means 62. Okay, so 62 power 1. Okay, it will be 62 for the first iteration, and for the second iteration 62 to the power 2. Okay, like that it will do for the first iteration, second iteration, third iteration, and fourth iteration, because we have defined here the range 4. Okay, so these are the mathematical things little bit, and you know what is combinations. Okay, in the probability chapter you have understood the things. If you're in college you have mastered these things. Okay, and after that password equal to dot join word. Okay, it will join it. And after that this is a try except block, and after that else. It is similar to the last one like we have did. And this is the thing, zip file dot extract all pwd equal to password dot import. Okay, we are doing the same thing here, that we are providing the password using the standard encoding. Or uh, in the last time we have did the strip thing, so you can do both things. And here if you'll find the password, then it will print. Otherwise it will say password not found, try longer passwords or different character sets. Okay, so if the password will be not found among these, that means that the character set is not enough to crack the password. Otherwise, that the length of the password is not sufficient to crack. Okay, so these are the two cases. So before that, I will show you the code execution. So cat, so here is the same code that I have showed you in the PPT. So now I will run it. Python 3 sorry, tracker.py. But now I have to use the zip root. Okay, okay, this is the script. So you can see it is taking a little bit time to crack the 4-digit password. In the first attempt, it did 462 times, second 3844, after that a long number, and this is the total number of attempts. Okay, so yeah, it has found the password. That password was, I have said you, a. Okay, so by this way, you can use the zip brute forcer and crack the password. Okay, so I hope that you have understand it very well. And after that, there is a quiz for you. So this is the quiz for you. That what does iter tools dot product do? Okay, do in the code. So this is the argument character set. So you know what was the character set, and repeat equal to 3. Okay, so answer the question in the comment. I hope that you have understand all these things very clearly. So it's time to end the class. Okay, see you.